Sometimes one of the hardest things is to just get my butt out the door to go do stuff. But every time I do, I'm so grateful that I did. And the other morning, the weather was calm, there was no wind, and it was sunny. And I knew it was going to be a great day to get the kayak out. So I did that. And I got to say that in the beginning, when I first arrived at the boat launch at the beach, there was another kayaker down at the beach already setting up his kayak. And I stopped my car in the parking lot and thought, oh, I don't want to be embarrassed. I'm not very good at unloading and loading my kayak. And I didn't want to embarrass myself. My kayak is very heavy and clumsy. So I sat there for a minute and considered turning around and coming back home. And I didn't. I decided that I'm not going to let that stop me. I wanted to take my kayak out. I got this far. I'm just going to do it. So I parked. I took my time and got my kayak down off the car. And actually, it went very smoothly. I was kind of proud of myself. And just as I was getting the kayak loaded up on the little wheels where I could roll it down to the beach, a van pulling a trailer full of kayaks pulled in. So now I thought, oh, now there's this whole tour group that are going to go kayaking. But I was committed by that time. Actually, I launched and everything went pretty smoothly. And I paddled out there and it was so beautiful. I was watching some small birds harassing an eagle that was atop of this tree where I know there's a nest up there. I didn't see any otters or seals, but lots of bird life. And it's just so beautiful. And the guy that launched his kayak in front of me was out fishing with his kayak, and we had a lovely conversation about where he was going and things to look out for in the water. And it was just a fabulous morning on the water. And once again, I was so glad that I went and didn't chicken out. Who cares? I will never see those people again.
Hi there. I don't have my microphone today, so I hope the audio is good enough. But I'm out here on this amazing stellar day on my kayak, and I wanted to say that when I drove up to the beach, there were half a dozen trucks with their boat trailers. There was already a guy on the beach with his kayak, and he was getting it all set up. I'm not a pro kayaker, but I like to get out on the water. And I got intimidated, and I stopped my car, and I sat there for a minute in the parking lot trying to decide what to do, because I didn't want to make a fool of myself. Getting my kayak down off the car by myself, it's kind of heavy. And I haven't done it very many times, so I'm not super smooth at it. And I almost turned around and went back home, which is only a couple miles. But then I thought, I need to practice what I preach. And so every time I have this like little pep talk with myself, I'm able to, most of the time, I'm able to get past that fear and the fear of being judged, the fear of making a fool of myself, the fear of not doing it just right, not knowing enough about kayaking in general. I know enough to feel safe out here. I'm also not very far from shore, but I almost let it stop me from having this experience. And what I know is that once I'm out here hiking, kayaking, or whatever it is, it's such a elation. It's such a, what is that? Is it dopamine? Is it a dopamine hit? I'm always so thankful and so full of gratitude for where I live, but also for thankful to myself for getting past the fear, I guess. And it just is going to make the whole rest of my day go super great, which I have to head back now because I'm having dinner guests and I don't have all day out here, but just a couple of hours out here on the water, wow, it's just going to set the tone for the rest of my day. So I'll show you a little bit of the shoreline here and give you a glimpse of why it's so important to honor what you dream about doing, to honor your desire, to honor your goals, to honor yourself, to get out there and do it, because we deserve it. We deserve to do the things we want to do and to enjoy life to the fullest. So I want to encourage you to go do the same. What is it that you want to do that you maybe in the past have let that fear, whatever the fear is for you, have you ever, or is it just me? Is it just me? Somehow I doubt it. I want to show you these little baby birds.
please don't let yourself be talked out of doing something you want to do because you don't think you have enough experience, or you don't have the right equipment, or maybe you think you're too old, or not strong enough. There's people that will help you. I've been offered help so many times to load my kayak back up once I, beach it and I'm ready to leave. People offer all the time to help me get it loaded up. So don't let it stop you. Get out there and do the things you love to do, no matter what it is. And I'll see you in the next video.